Miss Brown, a school counselor.
And Gerald and Katie and Sebastian and John and
And this is my friend Ruff Ruff, the talking dog, and this is Counselor Corner.
Probably maybe Caleb and Bradley and Smith. Oh wait, I don't even know Smith.
Ruff Ruff, what are you doing?
Oh, you better believe I'm making a list and checking it twice, Miss Brown.
A list? Like for Christmas? Buddy, like Christmas was like a couple months ago.
Yes, I have a whole list of kids at school who I think should go on the naughty list, and Santa needs to know right away.
Whoa, buddy, that's pretty harsh. Like a whole list of kids? What's going on at school?
Well, all these kids are bullying me, except the Samantha I didn't know. They're so mean. They won't play with me. They run away when I try to play with them.
Oh, Well, that doesn't feel very good. I get that. But have you taken the time to ask maybe like what they want to play? If they want to play?
Miss Brown, yes. When I ask if they want to play tag or soccer, they say no. That's mean, right? They're bullies, right?
Well, do you remember what bullying really is?
I remember it happens again and again. And, Miss Brown, this has happened again and again.
Okay.
I keep asking to play, and they say no. And they are playing something else.
Yeah, it's a mean thing to make you feel bad. It happens over and over again, and it's one-sided, and it sounds like those kids just don't want to play with you.
But if I ask nicely, people have to say yes, right?
Well, it's good to ask nicely, but everyone has the right to say no, as long as they're not rude about it. And they're calm down, and there could be lots of reasons why they say no, buddy. But it doesn't sound like those students are making fun of you or doing anything mean. They just want to do something else. It sounds like maybe we need to talk about a really hard one today. How to handle rejection.
What?
Rejection. It's a super hard thing, and it happens our whole lives. I'm so sorry to tell you. And it's not just when you're a kid. Rejection means when someone says no to something that you want, whether it's being friends or playing a game or doing something together.
Oh, it doesn't feel good at all. Even grown-ups feel rejection sometimes.
Oh my gosh, yeah, for grown-ups all the time. It could look like someone not wanting to be friends with us. That happens. Just like kids, but also it could be maybe we got turned down from a job or we got excluded from a group or an activity.
But don't we all have to be friends? Like, isn't it required at school to be friends?
Actually, no. There's a lot of students at school, and it's definitely required that we be respectful. But we won't be friends or close with all kids. Not everyone wants to be friends with everyone else, and that's okay.
Rejection is really hard, Miss Brown. It makes me feel sad and left out. Well, Miss Brown, what's wrong with me?
Oh, buddy, it doesn't mean anything about you. Every once in a while, there's a conflict that we can resolve to be friends. You know, we've done that lots of times. But there can be lots of reasons why someone might say no. And most of the time, it really has nothing to do with you.
Well, being rejected definitely makes me feel in the blue zone. What can I do? How do I handle rejection?
Me too, buddy. And listen, I want you to hear, us grown-ups, we are still working on how to handle rejection. It never feels good. It's never easy. But there are a few things that we can think about. First, it's okay to not be friends with everyone. Sometimes people are just not interested in being friends with us.
Well, I just want to be friends with everyone.
I know, and I love your heart for that. But there's going to be some people and some dogs that you meet in life and you just won't get along with them or maybe have different interests. And it's okay if students don't want to be your friend. They might have their reasons, or maybe they just don't know you well enough yet.
But why not? I've been a good dog and always play nicely. I've just been thinking and thinking. Oh, kids, can you help me? Why might the other students not want to play with me or be my friend?
Yeah, there's lots of reasons. It's not always about how you behave, though that could help. People want to be friends with you. People just have different preferences too, and that's okay. Or sometimes we just have too many friends. We just don't have the capacity. But also, buddy, there's going to be so many times in life where we just don't know why. We have to choose to be okay with not knowing why we were rejected. I know.
Yeah, you're right. Because if I keep thinking about it and trying to figure it out, I'll drive myself crazy trying to be someone they want to be friends with.
Yeah, exactly. And I want you to be the wonderful friend, the wonderful dog that you already are. The second thing to remember is that rejection is not based on your value. Most of the time, it's not personal, and it definitely doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It just means that they don't want to be your friend, and maybe even at that particular moment, and that's okay.
Well, it just feels so bad that I started to think maybe I wasn't a good friend.
Oh, you're learning still. We all are, but you're always willing to keep growing and being a better friend. Kids, can you help Ruff Ruff feel a little bit better? Pause and share. What do you know about Ruff Ruff that makes him a great friend? Yeah, the kids are right, buddy. You are loyal. You always show up. You're fun. You are kind, and you always make me laugh.
Oh, shucks, Miss Brown. Oh, you know what? I am a good friend. Thank you.
Yes, you are. And those other kids, they're missing out if they don't want to be your friend. It's a bummer, but it's their choice. Your friends are really lucky to have you. The third thing is that we've got to learn to accept no. It can be tough to hear no when you ask somebody to play, but it's really important to learn how to handle that. You can't always get what you want, and that's okay.
Yeah, when those kids first said no, I kept coming back and asking over and over again. I kind of pushed my way in.
Yeah, I bet that didn't go very well.
They told the teacher on me.
Yeah, when we don't accept someone's no, we aren't respecting their boundaries. And pushing our way in, it doesn't help the situation. Do you think they want to be friends with you when you push your way in?
Probably not. Yeah, I just wanted to be their friend so bad.
I know that feeling. I've had that feeling, buddy. Has anyone else ever had a time where they really wanted to be friends with someone or play with someone who just didn't want to in return? Pause here and share what that was like.
Oh, that's so hard. But I'm glad I'm not the only one that's felt that way.
Yep, we've kind of all been there. Even teachers, even grown-ups. But the last thing we can do is start finding other friends. There's lots of other students in your class and at your school that might have similar interests and that would really love to play with you.
Yeah, like I always know that Stanley's my friend, and he has some friends I don't know yet, so maybe I can try making friends with them.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good idea. And don't give up. Kids, what are ways that you make friends with new people?
Oh, that's what I do. I just smile, say hello, and ask if they want to be my friend.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's a pretty direct way to do it. You can always start with a compliment or notice something about them. Like maybe you notice that somebody is wearing a Super Mario shirt and you also love Super Mario. Maybe you could start with that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I sure do. I know I can't be friends with everyone, but I think I'm going to focus my time on people who do want to be friends with me.
That is perfect, buddy. Remember, Ruff Ruff, your worth is not determined by others' opinions of you. You are a lovable dog and a great friend. Rejection happens to all of us, and I'm just going to say it. It totally sucks. But there's always something to learn.
We can learn from rejection?
Yeah, we can. As hard as it is, rejection can be an opportunity for us to learn and grow. We can use it as a chance to try something new, maybe work on our communication skills, or find a different way to approach a situation. It also helps us to develop a little bit of grit.
Oh, I remember hearing that word, like when you don't give up.
That's exactly right. Hard experiences help us build resiliency and grit. As we learn to accept no, as hard as it is, and move on, we get better at how to cope with those disappointing things that happen in life.
Well, there are lots of disappointing things in life, and everyone experiences rejection at times. But it doesn't define who you are or their worth as a person or a dog.
You've got it right. Everyone has a place in this world, and everyone gets to belong somewhere. You will surely find your people. Just remember, rejection is just like when you're playing a game. Just like in a game, sometimes someone wins and another person loses. And when somebody doesn't want to be friends or play with us, it's like losing a game.
Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes people don't want to be friends with someone for different reasons. It might not have anything to do with them. Sometimes it's simply because the other person, maybe they already have too many friends, or maybe you don't share similar interests.
Yep. It's important to remember that rejection does not define your value, and everyone experiences rejection from time to time. Keep making new friends and keep trying new things so that you can find the right friends.
Oh, I have some good friends now, and I always know that I belong on Counselor Corner.
That's right. And there are different seasons in life. Friends will come and friends will go depending on where you are, but there are always new friends to make.
Just like when I moved and I had to be brave to make new friends and have new teachers. That was scary. But I sure am glad, because I wouldn't know Stanley if I hadn't moved.
Oh yeah, and Stanley is such a good friend. I'm so glad, buddy.
Well, I think tomorrow I'm going to just play with Stanley and try making some new friends. I don't think I'll worry anymore about trying to make those other students like me.
I think that's a great idea, because that would be kind of exhausting to try to convince people to like you. But for now, thanks for joining us on another episode of Counselor Corner.
Whoop, whoop. See you soon.
Bye.